And yes, we are live. Hey guys, how you doing? It is Sunday night, and instead of having the regularly scheduled watch soup, we are doing a Mother's Day chat with Mrs. Legs. Mrs. Legs, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good. So this is not the first time Mrs. Legs has been on a stream. This is actually the second time. And guys, please do let me know if the sound is okay or not, because we have a little bit different setup. I'm usually with a microphone. So just let me know if the sound is good. But so Mrs. Legs came on in what was it, Valentine's Day?
hmm Yep.
Yeah, so we had a Valentine's Day stream, and that went pretty well. And so, we decided to do a Mother's Day stream. But before we start doing that, Mrs. Legs, what do you have on wrist?
So I'm wearing your watch. Uh this is the U1.
U50.
U50, not the U1. I get those mixed up. U50.
Yeah, so the U1 is much bigger, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
U1.
no, the U1 would not fit me. The U1 is the one that comes in camo. So
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah,
get
they
them
have
mixed
they
up.
have a variant that has the
Right.
model. Yeah,
So that would be the one that I'd like if it were smaller. But so yeah, I when Bobby Legs got this, I tried it on and I was actually shocked that it fit me, but it fits pretty good, right? Don't you think? The strap's a little big, so we're working on that. This one, I don't really like this strap because this thing is just massive on me. It's my entire wrist. This buckle. So we tried to see if they made the strap with the what do you call it?
like a tan buckle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the different holes, so it's adjustable.
yeah.
And they don't make it in this kind of metal.
Well, yeah, the buckle, the ones that are available on watch buys. First of all, it's not available, right? We had to wait for it. But the buckle was polished, so it wasn't
Right.
like brushed or it wasn't tegmented. I don't know if Zinn makes one like that. They might. It just wasn't available on watch buys. So
Yeah. So, you were nice enough to make it a little smaller,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's still a little too big on me.
yeah.
So we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe I'll just get a strap that fits me and then I'll just steal it.
Or maybe Zinn comes out with a U50 in that camo variant that you like, and then problem solved, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like this is like an everyday watch. The camo,
Right. I mean, only when you're about to like sneak attack somebody.
right.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Exactly.
I have the Zinn 903, another watch that Mrs. Legs likes. Unfortunately, we found out that it's just a little too thick for her. Oh well.
It's too heavy too. It's a
Yeah,
heavy watch.
it is. It is.
Not used to that kind of weight on my wrist.
So let's before we get into it, let's say hello to some people. Bring
Okay.
somebody up here. Hey, Blue Shirt, how you doing? Guys, let us know what you have on wrist as well. Clocks and Glocks, how are you? Hey, Sanjay, Engineer Wannabe, how are you? Dan, what's up, man? Hey, Peter, what's going on? Scrolling down. Justin, yes, you're early in time. Yeah, first time. Um, Wilson, hey all, really looking forward to some cookies that Bobby Legs baked for Mrs. Legs. Well, Mrs. Legs baked some cookies the other day because her parents came yesterday. We kind of had an early Mother's Day. We celebrated more so yesterday, I think. Today was kind of like a rainy day, and then we decided to order food, and then every place was locked down with the orders. You couldn't order until later at night. So maybe we'll order something tomorrow. The Big Risk says Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Legs.
Thank you.
Hey Clayton, how are you? Going down here. Chaz from the Berg, what's up? Chaz was the one that sent in the 903 for us to look
Oh,
at.
thanks,
It's
Jazz.
because of Chaz. Yeah, we got this. Um, Caliber YQG. Thank you for wishing Mrs. Legs
Thank
uh,
you.
yeah. Yeah, Peter saying happy
Thank you,
Mother's Day as
Peter.
well. Brownie, happy Mother's Day. Thank you, sir. Um, And yeah, so ID guy alive and kicking. ID guy, he's a YouTube content creator. He's got I think close to like 50,000 subs, and he's a machine. Every Saturday he does a stream, and it's like 3 or 4 hours long.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just bananas, and he's the man. So good to see you still have some energy, ID guy. So as I mentioned, Mrs. Legs, since the last stream that or first stream that she came on, she has. I would say you started showing a little bit more interest in watches, right? I mean, or what? I mean, do I
Well,
have that right? Or
so trying to figure out if I like watches enough to want to buy watches.
yeah.
Um, I I kind of come to the conclusion that I really just like wearing that G-Shock every day. And when I try on other watches, they honestly just don't feel as comfortable. I guess I just got really used to it. But also, I don't really have to go anywhere. So, I mean, it's not just because of COVID. My job, even when I am doing it in person, it's casual attire. I don't have to dress up. The college class that I taught, I had to dress nice, but even that wasn't like a fancy watch kind of. I mean, I was working in a physics lab, so I wouldn't have worn a nice watch in there anyway, just
Hmm.
because, it could get damaged. So it just I just don't really feel the need to buy a watch.
Hmm.
But I like wearing his sometimes.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, you find a lot of the women's watches kind of turn you off a bit, right? I mean, they're not
Well,
really.
that's the other problem. The watches that I really like, they're they're just too big for me. And the women's watches are, first of all, most of them are rectangles. I don't know why somebody thought that all women wanted to wear a rectangular watch. So that's annoying. Um, they almost always have diamonds. And okay, some diamonds is okay. The watch that you got me, my Eco Drive,
Hmm.
they're subtle. You can barely even see them. They're in the bezel and they're tiny. But I try to find a watch that I like, and I'll find a women's watch that almost cuts it, and then it's just like a big circle of diamonds around it. So
Yeah.
no good. And I don't need diamonds on my watch. I'm not going anywhere fancy. And I was thinking about it if I were to dress up, right?
Hmm.
It would be if we were going to like a wedding
Right.
or something.
Right.
And I don't see myself wearing a watch with like a black tie dress. I don't think women really wear watches when they dress up to that degree.
Hmm.
I don't see women wearing watches at weddings, except for like the old ladies in their suits.
Yeah. They're pantsuits.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
pantsuits or their skirt suits.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just I don't need a dressy watch. The casual watches, all the ones I like are men's watches, and they're just too big for me. So they
Yeah.
need to start making smaller versions of men's watches.
Yeah. Oil Money says one and done. Mrs. Legs gets it when you mention it. You just wear the G-Shock and
Right.
um,
Yeah.
Kevin Milgauss for Mrs. Legs. Well, um, Mrs. Legs has a thing against Rolex, and it's not like about weightless or anything like that. That doesn't. It's not. That's not on Mrs. Legs' radar. She just kind of like what it stands for,
Well,
right?
so I mean, I was in high school in the 90s and I was big into hip hop, and Rolex was just the symbol of, oh, I made it and I got money now, so I got a Rolex. And so that's just what I associate it with. And so I'm not that kind of person that's like, hey, I got the money now to buy a Rolex. So look, here's my Rolex. Like I like Zim because people people who know watches will know it, but the everyday person is not going to think that I'm like flashing an expensive watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
They probably won't even know what it is
Right. Right.
unless it's like one of you guys.
Right. Unless she runs into Oil Money in downtown, in Canada somewhere. Um, JCB has a question. for Mrs. Legs? Quartz or mechanical?
So that's a good question. So I think part of my issue is that I like mechanical watches and they just have to be bigger because of the movement, right? There's more stuff that's got to be in there to make it go. And I like chronographs, so those always have extra stuff. I like watches that do stuff, and that's the other problem with women's watches is they just tell time and maybe the date. They don't do anything. And then if you find like a woman's chronograph, it's like got diamonds all over it.
Yeah,
There's
it's tough.
like that Omega. So I was on Omega's site and looking at the women's watches, and they're all super girly and flashy, multicolored diamonds, this and that, fancy metal colors. And then I find one that's decent. I think it was called Dark Side of the Moon.
Hmm.
And it was a nice watch. And then I was like, wait a second, this is huge. Like, what is this even
It was
doing?
yeah, it was like 40. It was still
It was,
42 or 44
yeah.
millimeter.
And it had a bezel full of diamonds.
Yeah,
So it was just,
pretty silly.
um, yeah.
So, Breitling has an Navitimer, which looks exactly or very close to this. This one is, based on that design, and
Yeah.
it comes in a 38 millimeter.
Oh, that's good to know.
It's
Maybe
good
I'll
to
look
know.
at that.
Yeah, it's still, I mean, I don't know, it still probably will be thick
Yeah,
because it's
but
a chrono, but
it
maybe,
might weigh a little
maybe
less or be.
sure. Jason is greetings from Aruba. Um, Rob is
That's
secretly
nice.
thinking more watches for me. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Cartier is your friend, Mrs. Legs. Well, let's hold that thought.
Neria.
Nerea pantsuits, yeah, yeah, that's right. Uh, Datejust 36 millimeter, still the Rolex
That's a
thing.
Rolex.
Yeah, um, yeah. I mean, a lot of Rolex uh, um, suggestions here. Doesn't like a large amount of huge diamonds, Bobby. You won the lottery. Yeah.
Uh,
Well, she likes her diamond earrings, right? I mean, we were,
I do. I wear those a lot, actually. He got me a pair of studs for our wedding. I
yeah,
like they're a nice size. They're not like over the top, but they're the kind I can just wear every day. Sometimes I just leave them in for days,
yeah,
actually, and I forget to take them out. And then after a while, I'm like, oh, I better, take these out.
yeah,
So, but no, I like those. I mean, my wedding ring has diamonds in it.
yeah. It's mostly a sapphire, but it
Well, that's
has
my
a
engagement ring.
oh, that's right, that's right.
My engagement
That's
ring
right.
is beautiful.
Wedding ring, engagement ring.
He got me this beautiful teardrop shaped natural sapphire, which I love. So that's not a diamond, but
Yeah,
there's diamonds around it. So
yeah. So Breitling also, and Dan is right, also has some smaller watches that are not super girly at all.
okay,
Um,
I haven't looked at Breitling,
yeah,
so I will check that out.
yeah, for sure, for sure. ID guy, here we go. Would be very cool to hear your thoughts on the woman's watch and how this stigma can be seen differently today, since many women rock 40 millimeter pieces easily today. Mrs. Legs rocking a Zen on fire at Bobby Legs. So I think Stephanie was maybe addressing Mrs. Legs was addressing a little bit about her thoughts on women's watches and why she doesn't like them. I don't know. I think it's more acceptable for women to rock men's watches, like ID guy says. So it's for you then at this point. It's not about whether it's too masculine. It's whether it just fits right.
That's
Right.
yeah, that's the thing. I don't I don't think I think this pretty much matches my style. Like I don't wear bright colors, most days in the fall and the winter I'm wearing like Timberland boots. Like
Hmm.
I don't really have a lot of like girly. I don't wear like fancy purses and bags like that either. So
Yeah.
I feel like men's watches more fit my style. Um but a lot of times they're just too bulky or too heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wrist is pretty small. I mean, I think we measured it. What was it? Like,
6 1/4.
I think it was,
Which is,
yeah,
yeah.
6 1/4. So,
I don't think it's that small for but I mean, what do I know?
yeah, I don't know.
You're the first woman's wrist I've ever measured, so I wouldn't know. So Miss Legs hanging on the streets of Shaolin, no doubt. Wu-Tang. Who is your favorite Wu-Tanger? Is that appropriate? Is that who are you a Method Man
It's
kind of lady
no,
or
I mean
Ghostface
it's
Killer?
it's definitely it's changed over the years, but like when Supreme Clientele came out, it was just Ghostface all the way, and everything he's put out since then, I'm all with Ghostface.
Yeah,
He's number one.
yeah,
But there have been some good albums from some of the others.
right.
So it's gone back and forth, but
Bobby Legs, it's Mrs. Legs on the left. Yeah, I know. I accidentally said your
yeah,
first name.
that's
Sorry.
okay.
That's okay. Uh,
Secrets out.
Kevin says RZA.
Yeah, yeah, Riz is up there.
Uh, Mrs. Legs coming
Riz
at
is a
you.
poet. Riz is a poet.
ODB.
Oh, story about ODB. So I went to a
There's
Wu-Tang
a
concert.
story about ODB.
I went to
I
a
didn't know.
Wu-Tang concert the day before he passed away. And it was actually really sad because everyone came out one at a time and did a solo bit, and ODB didn't come out, and everyone
Yeah,
was like ODB, ODB, and he didn't come out because he was like ODing. He
yeah,
was on his way out, and it was pretty devastating to see that the next day.
yeah.
That that's why he didn't come out.
Wasn't he
So
also Big Baby Jesus?
what?
Didn't he change his name for like a
I don't
split
remember
second
that.
and it was like Big Baby Jesus or something like that?
I don't
Chat,
remember
please
that.
confirm when you can. I'd appreciate it.
I do not remember that.
Okay, so we're gonna hold off on the Wu-Tang stories, but we're gonna get into a game. So, but
A game.
guys, ask questions for Mrs. Legs.
That is correct.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Oh, so Big Baby Jesus. So for like a
I
hot minute. I mean, I
yeah.
don't know if he changed back before Big Baby Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah. I
before
wonder
he,
when that was.
yeah, maybe he had found Jesus for a second and then stopped
Yeah.
doing what he did, and then he went back to his old dirty bastard ways and
Yeah.
OD'd.
I missed that because I
Yeah,
must have been partying when that happened.
yeah, yeah. Um, so in our live stream in February, I showed you some watches, and they were mostly men's watches to get your
Hmm.
opinion on them and how you feel about them. So this time around, I'm gonna throw out some women's watches, right? And so let's see how you feel about that. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen, and we're gonna try to see if we can find Mrs. Legs a feminine watch,
Oh, this
and
is
um,
exciting.
And so we're going to share the screen and just let me make sure that you guys can see it. Okay, so first off the bat, a company called Bell and Ross, and Zinn actually used to make watches for them. So maybe you could see how it kind of sort of looks familiar, somewhat Zinn like that dial, especially the 12, 3, 6, and 9, and those hour and minute hands. Now, this is the BRS with the green camo. It is a quartz watch,
Okay.
okay, but it's a pretty good quartz watch from what I understand. It is, I believe, 38 and a half or 39 millimeter case diameter. So, but it is square and it has the
Hmm.
camo look. Now it does come. I know you're not a fan of like leather straps. You either like the bracelet or the rubber, but I mean that could probably be switched off with a rubber
Rubber.
bracelet.
Yeah.
Gilded hands, so it's not like I don't think it's real gold, but it's like my Black Bay 58 that has that kind of gilded hand look.
Hmm.
Um, it's got a date.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think? It's camo. It's up your alley, I think.
Yeah. When you first pulled it up, I was kind of like, I don't know, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like I need to see it on. I'm not crazy about the square, but I feel like it's one of those things that you just don't know till you put it on. Like the square looks weird in that picture, but maybe on wrist, it's because I do like those colors, those
Yeah,
camo colors, and I like the colors on the hands.
yeah,
I wouldn't, like you said, I wouldn't keep that strap, but
yeah.
it's not bad. When you
Uh,
say 38, is that
it's 39. So
39?
yeah, so I think it's from if you
Is that
measure
the
across.
diameter of the
Yeah.
square or?
Well, that's what it said. It was a case diameter. So
Mhm.
I did not. So is it for real that Wu-Tang has a G-Shock? Or came out with a G-Shock? Kevin has got the model number here.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to take a look at that after the stream because we may have hit pay dirt here. Okay. Um, let's let's move on. So kind of like right going in the right direction here, right? I think
Yeah.
not all of them are going to be in the right direction because I do have it in alphabetical order.
Okay.
So next up is the Cartier Santos. So it's on a bracelet. It is kind of like squarish.
Mhm.
Um, but these are just great looking watches. I had like, I think I've told you a couple times, I had this like, vision one day if we get a men's and women's watch that are very similar, it would be like the Santos because I
Really?
kind of dig it. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't hate that actually. I was kind of thinking that you were gonna screw with me and just put really ugly watches up, but
Oh no,
no.
no, it's the game's not over yet.
Oh. I actually kind of like that watch. I'm impressed. I like all those screws. I think
Yeah.
that makes it a little less girly.
Yeah.
And I like the blue with the white. It's nice. Is that stainless
Yeah, that is stainless. Yeah.
steel?
Mm-hmm. So okay, his inners.
Yeah.
It looks like we have approval.
You'll have to show me the his.
Yeah, his looks like it's just a bigger version of it,
Oh,
kind of.
okay.
So, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's pretty
I
nice.
don't know if I'd go white dial.
Okay.
I'd go probably blue.
I feel
Um,
like that you could wear that, like dress that up or dress that down, which
yeah,
that's what I like about it.
yeah. These are one of the best bracelets around it. I don't know if the women's. Well, this is not really women's. It's more like a small. It's a more like a unisex size. But
Hmm.
the links, like on the other side, if I'm correct, and I'm sure these guys will correct me if I'm wrong. On the other side, on the inside of the bracelet, there's like these little like almost like a button, and you could remove the links that way without using a tool.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
also remove the bracelet from the case fairly easily and interchange. Now you're kind of pigeonholed to whatever strap they make for it, so it's not like you could buy a strap secondhand somewhere
No,
and put it in there.
I would leave that on the bracelet. I
Yeah.
wouldn't put a different strap on that. That should be on the bracelet. That bracelet is cool. I like that look with the screws like that.
Okay. Cool. So let's see. Yeah, Peter. I mean, I think I mean, like you guys haven't even seen the other ones yet. I mean, um, he's lulling you with a false sense of humor, sailor.
Uh,
This was an easy game. Well, we're still going, but we may have
okay.
found our his hers.
See,
Um,
he's got good taste in women's watches.
yeah, yeah. Well, I just picked watches that I like. She usually likes them. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, so all right, just bear with me here. Okay, I know I know this is not per se your cup of tea, but I love this watch. And if I was,
Really?
yeah, if I was a chick, a lady, sorry, I would totally go for. I have a soft spot for Gerard Perregaux, right?
Ooh,
And
yeah.
I love this is called like the cat's eye. It's a cat's eye line,
Hmm.
and I don't know what the exact name of it is called. And I know it has the diamonds in it,
Hmm.
but there's something about this watch. I've seen a variation of this watch in person, and it's absolutely stunning.
Really?
Um, but
I mean, there's some cool things going on there, but I would never wear that watch. I like there's something about the dial. I don't know what's going on there, but it's cool, whatever
yeah,
they did. So,
okay.
no good.
I mean, look, you can be harsh. Uh,
Well, I mean, you're saying how much you love it, so
yeah.
you're not giving me an opportunity to be harsh.
No, 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 no. Too dressy for everyday, Brady, right? I don't read Oil Money's comments too much. He always throws in something like that, but at least I don't put him on on
No,
up
you
there.
read them, you just don't share
Yeah,
them
yeah.
with the class.
Uh, I wish Cartier made more of the color variants of the Santos in the medium size. Yeah, so I think that's the thing. Justin, I don't know if they make also a black dial on that or if it's just a white. I think they make it just white and black, but they don't. I don't think they do a blue on that medium size.
That was the medium, and The one
Yeah.
you showed me? Okay.
Yeah. Hey Dirk, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Um hello. Oh, because I did this, maybe. Okay. Slow
Oh
down, slow
boy.
down. Okay. So I knew you had mentioned Hermes, right?
Yeah.
So I threw in this one here. Now, it's got the moon phase. You like the moon phase, right?
Mm.
Um, sure, it's on this crazy strap, but just forget about the straps for now. Um, I like this watch. I like it.
For me?
Well, I mean, I know it's not an everyday watch.
No,
Um,
no.
but I just okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so first of all, that's an ugly moon face. Why? That's like the moon doesn't look like that. There's no face on the moon, okay? The moon doesn't look like that. So that's stupid right there. Second of all, there's this amazing Hermes watch that I found when I was looking. Because I was like, "Ooh, moon phase, that's cool." And I stumbled across the most beautiful watch that I've ever seen. And the problem is it's 43 millimeters. It's huge. And I can't remember the name of it, but it has two moons and the background just looks like a starry night sky.
Hmm.
What the heck was the name of it? We're gonna have to find it.
Well, anyway, it was
Anyway,
too big, right?
nothing else will ever compare to that watch, but it's huge. I mean, I would still probably want to try it on one day,
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's like I kind of feel like the way you feel about moon phase. If you're gonna do a moon phase, it should be
yeah,
the
absolutely.
centerpiece of the
Yeah.
watch. But this is like it's barely there, and then you got the stupid diamonds. And I don't, what were they thinking with that strap? Like, who would wear that? That looks like it's like a vomit color, and it looks like, is that supposed to be like a snake skin or something? Like, what is
It's
that?
yeah, like alligator. But
It just doesn't even go with that watch.
yeah, sure. Okay. No problem. I'm trying to get like a reaction from you. So
Well,
this
you
is good.
got it.
Yeah. Show her some guilloche. She likes my Jaeger and Benzinger
I
actually.
do,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually really like all of his watches at the moment.
We'll get into that. Because I know you want to talk about that. You started off strong, but collapsed quickly. You have time to read news. Yeah, we certainly do. We certainly. Yes, of course, Amin would definitely include guilloche. Yes, that's what this one's called. The
That,
Arce.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but this one also
Yeah.
is the Arce the Luna. It's just a different variation of it. This is the same line.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Um,
no, that one with the black background with the stars and the moons look real.
yeah. Um, get Mrs. Leah Speedy with a moon phase. You might like the Chris Ward with the moon phase. So I didn't put the Chris Ward with the moon phase because I know she's seen. And there's
Oh
the
my
cat.
God.
There's Wayne over there. Um, I just noticed that she wouldn't like the Chris Ward, but I probably should have put that in there. Um,
I've looked at some Christopher Wards. I'm not crazy
yeah.
about them.
Okay. So let's. I'm just looking at the chat. Moving on. Okay. So now this is an Omega. Okay. Now this is an Aquaterra. It's about 38 millimeters um, case diameter. Um, I love the Aquaterra. Let's not talk about this one, but the men's version or the larger version.
Hmm.
Um, in a blue, it has like this like teak wood design on the the dials like planks. This one's a little bit more wavy, but I mean this watch like mechanically is a wonder. I mean,
Hmm.
it's got the coaxial movement. It is master chronometer, so it's like there's something called the COSC, which uh, a COC watch usually has impeccable timing, and Omega has their own version of it, which is even more stringent, right?
Hmm.
So it's going to keep great time.
Do you wind it?
Yeah, this is a mechanical watch. This is an automatic watch. Um, anyway, pound for pound, this is one of the better watches out there, I feel. Um, but I threw this in here because I'm not sure how you would feel about the design of the dial.
I mean, I I don't need a watch that keeps impeccable timing, especially if you're going to have to wind it all the time anyway, then you're always setting the time anyway. So if it's off the tiniest little bit, who cares because you're going to be winding it anyway.
Well, you could put it on a watch winder and it'll always keep winding. And it
Yeah,
has a
okay.
power reserve, so it probably has like
But that's like walking down the street with that watch.
Mhm.
I mean, nobody's gonna be like, "Oh, that watch keeps really great time." Like, I mean, I just like that it doesn't do anything.
Right.
It doesn't do stuff.
Right.
It's
Right.
okay. It's not horrible looking,
Yeah.
but the so I was on the Omega site and they've got this watch that it's a space watch. You guys probably already know it.
The Skywalker.
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's got
She
the
loves the
digital and the
Skywalker.
analog. It's just so cool and it does things. And I mean, it would never fit
Yeah,
fit on me.
it's a little too
But
big.
just like, why would anybody get a watch like that after they
Yeah.
could get a watch like the Skywalker?
Yeah, Mrs. Legs needs a chrono. You know, like I was thinking, you remember that Zenith El Primero that I had?
Yeah, of course. I liked that watch.
Yeah, that wasn't heavy at all.
Yeah.
That was actually the only problem with
That was
that
a
was
little dressy though, right?
it felt a little dressy because of the strap that came on it. But
Mhm.
if you
You could
put it
dress
on
it
a,
down.
you could dress it down.
Yeah.
So
I liked that watch.
yeah,
I did. I think you just felt like you weren't really wearing it a lot.
yeah, because it felt a little delicate. Um,
Hmm.
but I think now that I think about it, that may have been something that you would have liked to wear. Um, Mrs. Legs has a fever, and the only cure is more G-Shock.
No, no more G-Shock. No more
Yeah,
G-Shock.
no more
I
G-Shock.
have the best G-Shock that there is. Like, there's no nicer G-Shock than my G-Shock. So why would I get another
So
G-Shock?
she has the
Oh,
titanium camo, and I had bought that watch for myself, and then I showed it to her, and then she just like she's like, oh, this is mine now, and so it's hers now. It's hers now. Yeah, another version of the Zenithal Primero. I'll show her that
okay.
another time. Now the Skywalker is titanium, so it's in theory not as heavy.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
still
let's
it's
go
still
try it on.
big. Yeah, let's go try it on. Yeah,
Does anybody want to send one in?
Yeah. No, we have she hasn't seen it. No, I didn't even know. I didn't even realize there was one. So somebody
Cool.
had put in the comments the model number. I'm sure I could just Google it and I will.
Yeah, we'll check it
And
out.
then we'll check it out for sure. Okay, so moving on. We got a few more. Okay. Now hold on. Now
Come
hold
on.
on, man.
No,
Hold on.
well, Nick, you want my reaction? Like, I would never wear that watch.
But it's got sapphires in it.
Yeah, but it's ugly. It's like who wears that?
Yeah, I mean, like probably some person with a lot of money, but but
But
uh,
like
I love Piaget.
What's going on with the
It's art.
like what?
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I
it's
mean like art goes on the walls, like not on your wrist. Sorry, Joe, if you're watching. If you're watching. It's not for everyone. Um, no, what are you gonna say? What did
No,
you
no,
want to
no,
say?
no, no. It also says 69. Well, I mean, that's one way to look at
Did not notice that.
it. ID guy, not a fan. Um, ODB side chick had this watch. Probably. I mean, that's a go on Chaz. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Um, another miss.
So like when would I ever wear that?
Just around the house. Uh, the kids are away.
Oh, like ew. All right, come on.
Well,
This
no,
is a
because
family show.
no, because the kids messing with the watch.
Oh, that
Yeah, I don't wear
okay.
I wear all my I wear my Jaeger Benziger after the kids go to bed.
Your evening,
Right,
your evening
that's my
watch.
evening watch.
So the kids go to bed and we just like play dress up with our fancy watches.
Yeah, why wouldn't we? What else do we got to do? We're in quarantine, or not so much
Oh
anymore, but
man.
we're
Yeah,
getting
no,
there.
no good.
Okay, so you know I had to do this. You know how to throw it in there.
Mm.
Um, this is a
Even
laser.
if it wasn't a Rolex, I don't even like that watch. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay, and it's mainly
Like
because of
you
the
picked
diamonds,
like
right?
the worst Rolex.
Yeah. Well, that was on purpose.
Oh, okay.
You know.
So you know that you did that on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Um, Mrs. Legs is smaller, speedy with a mother of pearl dial.
So I have my Eco Drive is mother of pearl. So I just feel like I don't want another mother of pearl.
Yeah, but I mean, the Speedmaster just okay. That's fine.
I know, but I love that watch because it was the first like
Yeah, I got it for you when you graduated.
nice present that you got for me. We weren't even dating that long,
No,
so
no.
it was a big deal
It
to
was your
me.
college graduate
When I got my
master's when you got
master's.
your master's,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
It's a nice watch. I like it. There, like I said, it's a little blingy, but it's subtle. Like you don't you the diamonds aren't like flashing out there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Yep. Okay.
But I do like the Eco Drive. I like the concept of it. I like
Yeah.
that I don't ever have to wind it.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
You like science.
I
So
do. I do.
okay. Okay. So now this is
Well, you already know I want
yeah,
to get
yeah.
that watch.
But I want you to tell the chat like why you like that watch so much.
So, well, what was the first thing that you ever got?
I had the 856 UTC. And
Yeah.
this is an 856 without the UTC,
Right.
but with it blacked out. So
So I loved that watch, and I was actually mad when you got rid of it and got the one.
the 857 with the dial, with
Right.
the bezel.
Exactly. So now you got rid of that one. So now, you can get back the other one and I can get this one.
Well, you
But
can always get this one.
no, I probably will at
Yeah.
some point. But I love the all black. I really do. I really like that. I wish it did have the UTC and did a little bit more, but
You can get this on the UTC, I think. So
um
yeah, you can
but
get the
it's not huge.
right.
It's not huge and it's light. So um
This is a Zen household, I think,
I
when it
think it
comes down to
is. I think it is.
it.
Yeah, but no Sin women's watches. They're terrible. They didn't even try. It's so frustrating. It's like they didn't even try. They're like, throw some rectangles in there with some diamonds around them. They just didn't even care. They're like, let's make a women's line. They didn't even care.
So Chaz, so the she has not tried the 556, which is a slightly smaller version of it. But I think what Mrs. Legs also likes about the 856 is it's got some of the tech, right? So it's got the tegmented technology,
Yeah.
um, and whatnot, and the AR, the anti-humidity. The 556 doesn't, you know. So I think that's where, she likes the tech just like me. Um, we can look at IWC too. I mean, that's another option. IWC similar pilot style kind of look as Sin. Um,
Is it IWC that also does like a decent size moon phase watch? Or am I
well, I think
mixing that up with someone else?
I'm probably
I feel like I
a
saw
a
something.
lot of them do a moon phase. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing like
I
a
think I
Christopher.
liked their moon phase.
Yeah, nothing like the only ones that have done the real big moon phases that I know of are Arnold's son, Christopher Ward, and Meistersinger.
Hmm.
The Meistersinger watch, I think, is that's the one-handed watch. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? But they're just too big
Yeah.
for you. Um, uh, Flip and Zippo, I've got a beauty of a blue Speedmaster I could be talked out of. Okay. Um, I'm sure there's an EZM out there with Mrs. Legs on it. EZM is another model line for Zen. Um, Maybe Norquin. Yeah, we could take a look at Norquin.
Yeah.
I think Kevin, is this second? Somebody else also in the chat I saw suggested a Rado Captain Cook 37 millimeter. That's like a dive
30, I
watch.
gotta be honest with you, 37, 36, like that actually seems small.
Yeah, it just depends. It depends on the watch because that 41 feels small to me. But
This feels small, but I'm so used to wearing my G-Shock,
yeah,
which is not a small watch.
I mean the Zin is the
It's bigger.
903 is 41, but it looks bigger because
It
there's less
seems,
dial.
yeah,
You
it
know what I mean?
seems bigger
I mean more dial, less bezel. You know,
and it's heavier.
right? Um, so don't get ahead of me there, BDev. We'll we're getting there. So this is the 434 Zen, right? So
Mhm.
this is in the women's line, I believe. It is a quartz
Mhm.
watch, but it's got a sporty look to it, and also could be a formal watch as well. I think because it's a classic three-hander, um, and a nice blue sunburst dial. So what do you think
Mhm.
about this one?
That's not bad. That wasn't in the book.
Uh, is it not in the book?
I don't
Maybe.
think it's in
Okay.
the book
Okay.
because I think I would have.
Yeah.
I pretty much remember hating all the women's watches in the
Yeah.
book,
Yeah.
but it's possible I just missed a page or something. But I don't remember seeing this in there.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just um, again, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not it's not blowing me away. I do like the blue though. That's nice.
Well, Money saying, Bobby, I appreciate your desire to include the powerful Mrs. Legs in our hobby, but after listening to her, it's clear she exhibits none of the mental illness us enthusiast collectors do. uh,
Yeah.
Cowboy, hey, that's nice. That's a nice Zen. Yeah, it's brand new, so it wouldn't have been in the book. You're right. Um, Azza, we took a look at one of these.
That's the one I was talking about
Yeah, yeah,
that I actually really love. I also love how it has like Nord and Sud on like it's French,
yeah.
my family we have French in our culture and I've been to France several times and so the French gets me a little bit. So I like that.
Speaking of French, I mean, there's the Baltic Chrono. Yeah, I could show her that. I believe Baltic is made in France. It's a micro brand, but a
Mm.
really classy looking watch. Let's Chaz is saying check out the Casio Oceanus line, attractive. Okay, we'll do. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's. I think there's one. Is there one last watch, or there's two last? Maybe one last watch. Um, so this is a Tudor.
I don't like that.
Yeah, too
No.
too too ovally. too.
I just it's it's just it just looks like too much like a woman's watch.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
like it looks okay, let me tell you what it looks like. It looks like a bracelet, like jewelry that just happens to tell time.
Yeah, it's almost like a
And
fashion
I
watch.
actually have a couple of watches like that.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. There was a period of time when certain kinds of watches like to wear like they look the two watches that I have like that. I think one is like a Bulova and one is um I can't remember. I have more watches than I thought than I thought I had, but now
Yeah,
it's
Movado. Did you say Movado?
no, no,
No,
it's not a Movado. I just I can't remember. But I don't think
Ebel.
of them. I don't think of them as watches. I think of them as jewelry. Like they're like accessories,
Yeah.
not timepieces, I guess if that's what you want to call it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a big crown, right? Definitely a big crown. And I think that was 10. Yeah, that's the end of it.
Okay. It was
Um,
so not I mean, I guess there's more decent women's watches that I thought.
yeah, so or there's like more like unisex kind of watches that are of a case diameter size that can fit both men and women,
Yeah.
and we could probably cast a wider net um, if you like Baltic is a micro brand, but it's a very very tastefully done brand. I think, in my opinion, very good looking designs, and they have a couple of
Hmm.
chronos there too, so that may
Okay.
be a possibility. Uh, Hey Joe, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. There was a Joe reference earlier that Mrs. Legs made,
Thanks,
uh,
Joe.
so you missed it. Um, yeah, so I think we're we're drilling down to either that to a chrono or that Zen, the 856, the blacked out Zen.
Mhm.
For sure. So now you had alluded that that you like currently like all the watches in my collection. Um,
I do. It's for the first time in a while.
yeah,
So the it was getting there. Like I said, I think that when he swapped out the ones in pilot watch for the other one, I don't know the numbers. What was it again?
856 for the 857.
Yeah, that I didn't like. I didn't like that move.
Yeah,
I liked the 856 better. I felt like the 857 is too busy, too much going on.
yeah,
Um, and then I didn't like the Gino. Is that how I say it? Gino?
yeah. The Gino. Yeah,
I didn't like that, and that's gone. So I'm happy. And then he got the 903.
yeah,
903.
yeah. The 903. Yeah, yeah. Love this thing.
So I feel like since I've gotten a little bit more involved
Hmm.
or interested, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
I have a little more influence over
she does.
the choices that he's making.
She does. Yeah,
I mean, there was that time that you almost got rid of the GP and I freaked out.
yeah, yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah. You saved me though. I have to appreciate. I appreciate that. You did save
so
me.
I like that I have a little bit of influence and a little say in what's going on here. I
Hmm.
mean, look, like Bobby Legs is not a materialistic guy. He's not out there spending lots of money. Like he likes watches.
That's
And
the only thing I like,
I
right?
mean, yeah, I mean like his all of his socks would have holes in it if I didn't buy him new
Oh
socks.
yeah,
He's not the kind of guy that's that's like blowing money on frivolous crap for himself or for the family. And
yeah. I'm not going to the bar,
yeah, yeah,
and
there's none of that.
spending.
There's none of that around here.
Yeah.
So it's just if you want to have a watch hobby, I mean, if I can have a little bit of say in it and maybe wear one of your watches every now and then, not so bad, right?
I think we have a deal.
Uh,
Um,
so yeah, we definitely have to figure out the strap situation here because as this stream has been going on, every once in a while, this is sliding in to my hand and it's pointy and it hurts. Why did they do that?
yeah,
It's got like sharp corners on it.
it
That
doesn't,
was really stupid of them.
it doesn't bother me so much.
Well,
I
yeah,
never,
because it sits in one place because it
yeah,
fits you.
right, right, true,
Mine's like sliding
true,
up and poking me in the wrist.
yeah, yeah.
So definitely got
Um,
to figure that out.
do you see yourself, um, as a potentially multiple watch person, or are you? So you're happy with the G-Shock, right? You
Yeah,
wear that all the
I
time now,
do. I do. I wear it all the time. I love it.
and um, and then you like the U50, you like the 856. Um,
Hmm. So I think if I had the 856, well, I have to see if I actually really like it because
yeah,
I like the idea of it. I like the all black, and um, I just it's a nice watch, and I like you said, the tech.
yeah,
Um, but who knows? I might put it on and it just might not be. It might not look good. It might not work.
yeah.
But I feel like that would be the watch that I would wear when I'm actually like out working.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but just home, like, around the house with the kids,
Yeah,
outside working, doing yard work.
yeah, yeah.
That's
That's
the
G-Shock time.
G-Shock. Like
Yeah,
that thing it looks brand new. It's
yeah,
unbelievable how it looks
yeah,
perfect. Like it does not scratch. The
yeah,
thing is indestructible.
yeah. I mean, it could scratch though. It could scratch, but it might, but
It
yeah, but I
doesn't,
mean, but
yeah,
yeah,
well, it hasn't. And I mean, we do a lot of things.
yeah, yeah.
We're outside. I mean, we're
There's
outside.
a lot of work on the property that needs to be done for sure.
I
Yeah,
mean, we're outside. We're doing things with the kids all the time.
yeah,
I'm constantly cleaning. Um, I give the kids baths with that watch on, and I
Yeah.
obviously like watch. I mean, pretty much all watches are waterproof
Yeah.
now anyway. But
Well, yeah.
I think the only one thing that I don't like is that when it does get wet, the water gets into the clasp a little bit,
Yeah.
and you kind of have to take it off and dry it.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have that problem?
It's problems, man. It's watch problems.
That's a minor problem, though.
Yeah.
That's a minor problem. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
That probably happens with any watch, though. You
Yeah.
get it wet, you have to dry it off.
Um, guys in the chat, any last questions? We're almost at, we're at over 50 minutes here, and we'll probably wrap it up soon and have some chocolate chip cookies, right? We still got some leftover chocolate chip cookies and milk.
We have a few.
Yeah, maybe watch an episode of The Escape. We've been watching
That's not what it's called.
Expanse.
Expanse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in halfway through like season 3, I think.
No, we're in season 4.
We are?
We're in season 4, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Season 4 not so good so far.
It's all right, yeah. I think they're trying to figure out where to go with this.
Yeah, yeah. They probably didn't see themselves getting this far with the show, and
Yeah,
then now they're right up new content.
I'm growing very fond of the characters though.
Yeah,
I do like it.
yeah. This Legs needs a salmon kadoki.
Ooh, no, nothing in salmon.
Yeah, well, that's the one that. Anyway,
you and your salmon.
But don't the expensive. But don't I like wearing salmon shirts, right? You kind of make fun of me when I wear
No,
like the
because
pink.
it's pink. It's not salmon. It's pink. It's pink. It's a pink shirt. I don't even wear pink.
Well, that's fine. You can.
You had that like polo that like it was like a light pink polo that you wore
totally
sometimes like early on when we were dating, and it was just
shut off my guns.
It was almost a deal breaker.
Thanks, Young Excellency. We do make a good couple. Yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
So you know what? Screw it. Why don't we just go with the Cartier?
Because we don't. When are we gonna wear them? We don't go anywhere.
No, you can wear that watch. I mean, that watch is a tough.
But why don't we wait till like the pandemic's over and we can at least like go out to dinner somewhere? Like I just feel like it'll sit in a case.
All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna wear it
okay.
around the house. I go food shopping and we go to my mom's once in a while. Like we don't do anything.
All right. What's the dynamic when you both go to well, we haven't been to an authorized dealer yet for watches, right? We haven't
well, that's interesting. I don't know if this is considered an authorized dealer, but when we were in Paris, we went to a Patek store.
Yeah.
And they almost they gave us a hard time, like even walking in there.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
don't just let anybody walk into that store.
No. That's like the
like
right?
we were like full tourists, like get up, like hiking sneakers.
It's like, oh, this is a Patek Philippe in Paris. Yeah.
Hey, I don't speak
the,
French like that.
Well, that was English. But.
No, but I don't have, you know what I mean.
I don't really have this other. Baby, okay, so baby wears pink shirts and Bobby wears pink shirts.
Baby. The baby.
She does wear Timberland boots. Baby. She loves Timberland. She buys me Timberland stuff. Like,
yeah, no, we talked about that.
Oh, okay.
I said that.
All right, okay.
No, I do. I buy him Timberland stuff, trying to make him get him out of the pink. No. Yeah, it's really just that one shirt, and you haven't really worn it in a long time. So
yeah. Well,
where is that shirt? Do you still have it?
Somewhere. Bobby, you should have told them you were from Canada. They would have treated you like. Well, no, don't they hate the French Canadians?
I don't know.
The French, don't they like that?
Know. I don't,
because they bastardize Francais.
I don't. No, I don't think it's like that.
Or is it the other way? Or is the French Canadians hate the French? So I know they don't like each other. I know there's maybe it's.
Yeah. I know. Well, yeah. In Canada, I know the French Canadians have beef with Canadians, but
yeah,
I don't know about France.
Well, no. I don't wear plenty loafers.
No.
That's a no go. That's a no go. Well, guys, Mrs. Legs, I think this was like another successful live stream. I think we gave you some tough scenarios with the watches, and you pulled ahead. We found out that you saw or didn't see Old Dirty Bastard the night before he died. We also found out you didn't know he was called Big Baby Jesus at
Yeah.
one point. But undoubtedly, I know that you are a fan of Wu-Tang, so I'm not going to question your knowledge of them. Um, anyway, any last things you want to say to the chat um, before we call it a night and have some cookies?
Yeah, I mean, speaking about the cookies, I was a little upset the other night with his comment.
Well, it was a joke. I was joking.
But I 100% knew it was a joke, and I'm really glad he did it because the comments in the chat were hilarious. I went after it was over. I went and watched it and the end part at least, and you guys are funny.
Yeah. No, we do have some
You're
funny
like,
guys here.
nice knowing you, Bobby.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good, good stuff. It's good stuff.
Well, guys, thank you so much. Next week we'll be returning to our regular scheduled programming. We'll have Sanjay on Sunday night with me, my co-host, for another episode of Watch Soup. We'll be discussing the videos from the big time players during the course of the week. I also have the Friday night stream that I do with Amin and the boys, and then his stream on Tuesday night on the Amin Review channel. A couple of reviews coming up this week. I'm going to try to get into the edit the 903 review for you guys, and an unboxing here and there. So thank you guys so much. I hope you had a fantastic Mother's Day with your mother or your wife or your girlfriend or baby mama, whatever. If you have a kid and you're a woman and you're watching, um, happy Mother's Day to you too, and have a great one, guys. See ya. Good night.
Good night.